living in fullest expression? We can live like this guy. Boom. And I thought about it for just a second, getting myself borrowing my wife's polka dot bath hat and putting on a ring. But you guys get the point, right? This guy is happy. Clearly, he's happy. He loves what he's doing, right? What do you like to do? Are you living in fullest expression? Fullest expression, life, L-I-F-E, living in fullest expression. Are you enjoying the existential human experience? Are you out there having a blast? Well, not every second of every day, right? Because sometimes the struggle's real. Sometimes life sucks. Sometimes you got to do things we don't want to do. Yeah, I get it. But we're on a journey, right? How we relate to things, our perspective, maybe we need to zoom out a little bit and think, you know what? At least I'm alive and I'm doing, you know? But if you're in a situation where you're not real clear about what you want to do or whether or not you're doing the right thing, this is a process we can kind of work through to see if we can get that figured out. I like to say, what do you like to do? There's something that makes you uniquely you. You come with a certain skill set. You know, what are your talents? What are your superpowers? What do you like to do? What do you enjoy doing that other people don't like to do? This is something to start to think about. What makes me me, right? And how can I use these talents to help make the world a better place? How can I, just by being me and doing what I like to do, contribute to the world around me? And if I do that, it's going to feel good, right? Because not only am I doing something I enjoy doing, I'm also helping other people, and that feels good. So they smile and say thank you. They appreciate my contribution. That makes me feel good, and it's a positive cycle moving forward. I think about my little brother. He did a couple of tours over in Afghanistan and had a kind of a hard time coming back and working through making sense of life, like normal life, right? Civilian life. And we're talking about this. Well, what do you like to do? Oh, man, he really likes to work on cars, custom cars. Like, he's not just a wrench. Like, he wants to chop it down, build it up, put a big beefy motor in it, some slicks in the back, give it a sweet paint job. I mean, the guy makes some pretty rad rat rods is what he calls them. Anyway, so we're talking about that. And here we are now, fast forward years later. This is what he does. He runs an auto shop, and he loves it. And his customers love him. And the crew he works with, they all love their job, man. They got the music on. They're out there doing what they love to do. Are they helping make the world a better place? You bet your ass they are. They're out there doing something that other people enjoy. Like, somebody pulls in, old timer comes in, he's like, I'd like to take this car and chop it down and put some slits on it. Oh yeah, we can do that. It's going to take you just maybe, give us about a month, But it's contributing, right? It's making the world a better place. And this is what it's all about. For some people, really, I'm analytical, number crunching, man, give me the data. Let me chew it on. I'm going to tell you what the trends are. I'm going to give you a spreadsheet. I'm going to give you a graph, and I'm going to get up there and tell you what matters and how it impacts the bottom line. Some people enjoy that kind of work. And if you do it. If you don't enjoy that kind of work, what kind of work do you enjoy? What are your talents? Maybe you're a team lead. Maybe you're an artist, a creative. Maybe you like to work with your hands. Maybe you like to work with words and poetry and writing. What is it that you enjoy doing? Because this is what's going to be living in fullest expression, expressing who you are, who you were born to be, right? And then another element of this living in fullest expression, understanding that we're not just living isolated. Again, we're not in a bubble, right? We're always connected, is this idea of what's your scene? What's your vibe? Where's your tribe at? Who do you like to hang out with, right? Because if we're hanging out with the people that are, they're having fun together. I have some friends. I used to live in Vancouver, Washington, and my buddy's wife was really into roller derby. And she was a great skater. This is one tough lady, man. She's a tough chick. And so they're out there, man, they got the pads on, they're throwing elbows, boom, boom, and everybody's having fun and kind of beating the snot out of each other. It's great. It's like a combination between roller derby and hockey or something. I don't know. It's a lot of fun to watch. And then everybody goes out afterwards and has a few drinks, and it's a lot of fun. That's the scene. That's the vibe. These people were happy together. Some people are, you're all dressed up from work. And like, just go loosen the tie up a little bit and go hang out and talk about what's going on in finance, for example. When we're hanging out with people that are our tribe, we tend to connect at a higher level, deeper level, and that matters. We need that. And along those lines, when we're thinking about living in fullest expression, it's this idea of what kind of social role do you see yourself in? Are you a teacher? Are you a leader? Are you, again, an analyst or artist, going through all these different things? If you don't know, play with it. It's okay to experiment. Maybe if you're doing something that's just sucking the life out of you, maybe it's time to let it go and go do something that's not so soul sucking, right? Because if we're not enjoying the journey, we need to start moving in that direction. Not because it's all about being happy-go-lucky every single day of life, but because you deserve it. You were born to be happy. I believe that happy people make the world a better place. And when you can align your hand with your heart, when you can begin to do what you were born to do, it's going to feel amazing. You're going to come alive and embrace life in a way that you maybe never have embraced life before. So thinking through those things is a whole workshop in itself. But this idea of going through this process, when we're seeking clarity, we're seeking to connect with that purpose, what makes me me, how can I live in full expression? Sometimes it's not so easy to get clear coming at it from that angle of what do I like to do? I like to do too many things, so I'm not real sure. And this is common, normal, part of the human thing. Sometimes it's easier to come at it backwards. Like, what do I really not like to do? Right? Who do I not like to hang around? I certainly don't like to hang around with a bunch of stuffy fuddy-duddies, right? I want to go out there and hang out with the hippies, or wherever you're at in the spectrum. I want to hang out with that guy right there. That's the guy I want to hang out with, If we work at it backwards, we can start to look at our life like, okay, this is where I'm at right now. Again, the journey always starts where the feet meet the ground. I know where I'm moving in this general direction. Sometimes it's moving away from what we don't like. And we have to eliminate some of this clutter, because when we're just inundated with stress and chaos all the time, we don't really have the time to clear the mind. There's too many things pulling at our attention. We can ask the questions, we can aim, and we should always afford yourself that time. But when you're really in the midst of, trying to get that traction, try to find that clarity, sometimes working backwards from what's not working. And what can I eliminate now? What choices can I make right now? Maybe I can't get rid of the job that I don't like right now. Maybe I can. But maybe I can't. But I can at least start looking into other options. We have that power of choice. There's a choice in every second, right? So just remembering that. We can always work at that backwards. Understanding, living in full expression, boom, we're blooming. Great, wonderful. The seasons of life come and go. It's a cycle. So one day we're going to feel like a big, beautiful butterfly, and the next day we're going to feel like a little grubby worm. At least that's been my experience. So don't be too hard on yourself. Have grace. Give yourself respect and continual encouragement. Offer grace to other people, giving respect and continual encouragement. Grace. We're all human, right? We're just trying to work ourselves through this and figure it out as we go. Everybody's doing the best they can in theory. We've got a few more tools to do that now.